Hi everyone, it's me. It's been a while, it has been a while, but I'm here back again on my YouTube channel with a new name, Mbaliali. Welcome. So yes, I know I haven't been on YouTube in a while, and this is kind of the reason I'm doing this video, or why this video is titled what it is, fear, right? So the reason that I wasn't doing YouTube videos anymore, the main reason is because of fear. And so after just some introspection and some life, reflections and lessons and that, I realized that I've just been in a rut ultimately for a while now because of fear. And so I just wanted to go through that with you guys and share my journey up until now. I mean, it's not over, and it's gonna be a while till it is over, because I'm still so deep in it, and I just want to share that with you guys and what I figured out, what I'm learning, and all of that jazz. So where I began to notice fear really becoming a thing in my life was around about the time I was probably doing my YouTube channel, and times after that. So I mean, I'm sure fear's always there in life, but I think the significant part of fear in my life began, I think, at around that stage. And I don't necessarily 100% know how it started, but basically how I noticed that it became a thing was I started becoming afraid to share my opinion. So in waking life with friends and with family and on social media. So I found myself pulling away from posting on social media. I still don't post a lot on social media right now, so hence why I'm still deep in this journey. But the point is just that I began to pull away from sharing my thoughts, sharing my opinions, sharing what I valued and what annoyed me, nonsense even, just sharing anything. I mean, there are people out here that share that they breathed today. I became afraid of what people would think as well, of my opinions, of what I would say, of how they would perceive me, and I guess I thought to myself the best way of doing that is just, or dealing with that is avoiding just saying anything. And obviously this grows and grows and grows, and ended up affecting YouTube, because now I felt like if there's nothing I can say that's right, because ultimately that's how I felt, or there's someone that's always going to complain or say or not agree with what I'm saying, then I might as well keep quiet, and that's not necessarily true. And the thing is, I know that this is not true, and I knew that this is not true, right? Because there's so many people's stories where you hear that people have got haters. I guess it boils down to that. Everyone's got haters, and I can't say that I had any haters, to be honest. Really, it's not that deep, and I'm not that popular. But the point is, the thought of the haters, or the thought of people perceiving me in a way that I didn't want to be perceived, freaked me out. So this was like the beginning stages of the seed of fear over these last couple of years for me, because then it began to grow in other areas of my life and just spread on absolutely everything. So it started off on social media, and then it started influencing things like friendships and relationships. So anyone who knows me knows that I suck at replying to WhatsApps. And yes, this has been a a thing that sort of has always happened, but it's really worsened over these past couple of years. Like, I don't reply anymore. So it affected things like bad friendship, relationships, and career, and all the way to some things, certain things or simple things like cooking. I love cooking. I really enjoy being in the kitchen and preparing a meal. I was scared because I'd always felt like, not always, but it was beginning to feel like there's this inevitability of doing something incorrectly and wrong, and which was scary, so I'd just not do it. And which brings me to my next point. These are my notes, hence the look down. Which brings me to my next point of my feelings around fear, or how sort of the root, I guess, of the fear, which I have been mentioning a bit of it throughout the video, but just feelings of not being enough, of inadequacy, feelings of not being talented, of not possessing any good qualities. Yeah, just feeling like if I am invaluable and I don't have talents and I don't have good qualities and things, then I'm bound to mess things up. And I think I put this weight on myself of I'm doing myself and I'm doing everyone around me, my loved ones, strangers, the world, justice by pulling away. So this birthed a vicious cycle of feeling unworthy, and because I'm not feeling unworthy, feeling like I need to pull away, so I pull away from stuff, and then once I pull away from stuff, I don't do anything, and because I'm not doing anything and I'm not accomplishing anything in my life, then I feel bad about not accomplishing anything in my life, which then feeds into feeling unworthy and feeling like I'm talentless and feeling like I'm not good enough, and back into this horrible cycle of just going and spiraling downhill. And that's, basically what was up. I was sort of then held accountable by people that are close to me to be like, there's something wrong here. There's something that's not being done here. There's steps that you need to take in life that need to happen, that need to be taken. And so that really woke me up, because I sat and I reflected and I cried like a lot and thought that maybe it's time to face these fears and to choose to face these fears. And that's what I did. I chose to face my fears, and I'm taking it a fear at a time. I'm not about to be Superman out here. And one of those steps is my YouTube channel. So I thought it would be cool to start it up again and just get used to sharing myself, because I think that in everything that you do, there's a bit of yourself and there's vulnerability in that. And when you share it, you open it up for good and bad criticism. And that's just life. That's just that, it is what it is. Which brings me to the saying, perfect love casts out all fear. It's a saying and it's a verse, I guess, yeah. And I never really understood completely the concept of that saying or that verse, because you kind of think perfect love casts out all fear. Okay, I just need to pray and pray and pray and pray and pray, or I just need to, feel God's love and I'll feel ready to move. But I think in sitting in a time of so much fear and choosing to step out, I think what that verse or saying actually means, at least to me, is that love calls us out, right? God calls us out. Life calls us out. and to step into places and into spaces that we're not comfortable with, that bring fear, and facing those fears and being able to fail or succeed, but knowing that you always have a cheerleader, and that you always have someone to walk through these things with you, and someone to be with you when you fail and when and if you succeed. For me, that is the love that conquers the fear. Knowing that you're gonna be okay. There's things that we were terrified of as children, and things that we were terrified of as teenagers, that we faced, we conquered. Whether we failed or succeeded, we always had a love support there with us, and we overcame that, and we can right now manage to look back on those things and not be fearful of them anymore. So that pretty much concludes my video. I am still on this journey. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not very far, but I am choosing to take these little steps. And so I will see you next Thursday. So yeah, I'm going to be posting every Thursday. That's kind of the scheduling that I put. So if you want to join me, join me. If you don't, it's okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you really have an awesome day, an awesome week, an awesome weekend. It's a long weekend, yes. Well, in South Africa, it's a long weekend. Out here acting like I got international people watching my videos. Okay, yeah, it's just thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you again. Yeah, lots of love. Bye. I need to find a way to end these videos. Bye.